Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Alif bin KAMARULZAMAN, representing the Midea group for this project or case study, which is called as the Midea database system. And I will present a few things about our group and about this project. After that, my other group members will continue to present about other things for this demo. Okay, so the first thing that I would like to do is to introduce all of the members' profile in this group. Okay, the first one, as you can see in the slide provided, the first member is me, which is Muhammad Alif bin KAMARULZAMAN, and the next one we got Tuan Ahmad FIRDAUS bin Tuan Muhammad KHAIRUL ANUAR, and next one is Muhammad IRSYAD bin ALIAS, and follows by Muhammad IRFAN bin ZULKIFAR, and the last one is Muhammad AMIR SALIHIN bin MUSTAFA. Okay, so after that, I will basically brief to you about the background of this company. Basically, this company is called Midea Group Sdn Bhd, and it is a company formed by a group of friends, which is us, and established on 15th November 2017, located at Pasir Gudang, Johor. This company is an engineering firm that runs an operation to hire employees for project purposes and to get a variety of equipment from vendors. The company have made a decision to enlarge the company site in 2019, and it has a total of cover area approximately 21,600 square meter. The vision of this company is to be the best in work on many projects as possible and dedicated to satisfy the client needs regarding any project based on the company work scope. Okay, for the organizational chart of the company, the position for general manager is held by Muhammad Alif bin KAMARULZAMAN, which is me, who is responsible to monitor all of the work done inside the company. Okay, so the project manager position is held by Muhammad IRFAN bin ZULKIFAR, and also work as a section chief, documenter, site engineer, mechanic, and civil supervisor. Besides that, we have Tuan Ahmad FIRDAUS bin Tuan Muhammad KHAIRUL ANUAR, as who held a position as a H&R director and works on personnel, insurance, and office management. After that, we have Muhammad HILMAN bin ALIAS, who held a position as a financial director and responsible to manage the accountant and cashier. Lastly, we have Muhammad AMIR SALIHIN bin MUSTAFA as a marketing director, which is works to take a good care of the marketing, sale, and advertisement. Okay, so for the current system description, I will allow my other group member to present, which is Muhammad AMIR SALIHIN bin MUSTAFA.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad AMIR SALIHIN bin MUSTAFA, and I'm a member of Midea Group. So I've been tasked to share the general overview of the current system description. We have the entity list, we have relation, and we have the flowchart along with the explanation, and I really hope that they will suffice. So let's go through one by one. First, we have 9 tables, and the first one is the employee table. It has 1 primary key and 2 foreign key. The primary key is employee number, and the foreign key or department name and spouse number. And we have 7 columns for this table. They are employee number, department name, employee name, date of birth, job title, spouse number, and married date. The next one, this is the second one, is departments table. Its primary key is department name, and foreign key, it has no foreign key. And the other column is a department phone number. The third one is a vendors table. The primary key for this table is a vendor code, and foreign key is a department name. It has a vendor code, department name, vendor name, vendor address, and a vendor phone number. The next one is employee skills table. which has a primary key of employee number and skill code, and also it is also the foreign key for this table. The next table is the skill table. The primary key for this table is skill code, and it has no foreign key, and the other column is a description. Next, we have the assignment table. The employee number and project number are both primary key and foreign key for this table. We have 3 more tables left. The projects table has a primary key of project number, and it has no foreign key. It contains project number, project location, project cost, and a project description. The table name for the next one is mechanic. The employee number become a primary key and also the foreign key, while the OT hour is the second column for this table. And the last one is engineer table, where the skill code is both primary and foreign key, and the other one is degree types. We already go through all of the table, so we're going to dive into the relation. As you can see here, one department has many employees, while one department deals with many vendors. One employee assign many assignments. One employee have many employee skills. Many employee skills practice one skill. Many assignments have one project. And after that, we go to the final part, I would say, in this current system description, which is the flow chart. We start from here, enter the employee numbers, and if the employee numbers is in the database, so it means it is true, and if it is true, it will display department name of the employee, employee name, and date of birth, also his or her job title. But if the employee numbers do not fall into any of the table, that means it will do a loop. It's not a loop, it will do loops until the user enter the right employee number. And if married, it will display the spouse number and also the married date. And if it false, the job title is mechanic, and if it's true, display employee number and OT hour. If false, job title, it means the job title is engineer. It will display skill code and degree types. Next, it will display skill code and description, and enter the department, and if the department is true, display department name and department number, and if it is false, the loop will begin and we have to enter the department again. And if department name is true, it will display the van code, the department name, the van address, and the van phone number. And I guess that's all for the system, the current system description that I can talk about. Then I will get to our next group member to continue.
Okay, back to me again to explain a little bit detail about the problem statement. Okay, so the Midea Group Sdn Berhad is basically a new company and still using the old file system for data processing, which causes a lot of problem to the company and causing an ineffective and unproductive work. So I'm going to briefly describe all of the problem which affecting the company as a whole. Okay, so the first one is the old file system data processing causes a lot of data and information be stored twice in the file system and duplicated the information in different file in the system and make it has multiple copies of the same data. This causes data redundancy and it making it very difficult to be managed. Besides that, because of the data redundancy, it will lead to a new problem which is data inconsistency, which causes a lot of mistakes happen when retrieving data or information. It can cause confusion between the management and make it time consuming. If the problem is not solved, the company may lose some clients. Furthermore, file system does not provide a proper security measures against illegal access or data, causing a lot of data breaching has been reported. This is a serious problem because clients expect their information to be secure, and if the data breaching keeps happening, the company may lose the clients. Next, file system itself causes a lot of money wastage because it has to be used to buy all the additional storage to store data and information because of the data redundancy. A lot of money has to be spent to buy the additional storage for the system and may causes a financial loss to the company. And lastly, the file system data processing often crash due to various reasons. It causes an unproductive work and it can be a serious problem when it comes to solving important things with clients. Okay, now I will briefly explain about the suggestion solution for the problem statement earlier. So, by implementing or developing the new database system, the company can solve the problem which affecting the current system. Okay, so for the first one, data redundancy problem can be solved and avoided by storing similar data copies in multiple table feeds. Repeating groups in individual tables also must be eliminated. So, and next, creating a separate table for each set of related data also can be done, and it also helps in reducing access time. Next, the solution for data inconsistency is data discovery and the classification has to be done. It is very important because it will scan the data repositories for the type of data that is considered important based on industry standards and other things. Okay, so besides that, data loss prevention DLP has to be done because it will monitor all the workstation, server and networks to make sure the sensitive data is not deleted, removed or copied. It also monitors who is using and transmitting data to spot unauthorized use, so no more data breaching problems happen. And after that, database system that is used can actually prevent data wastage because it can solve data redundancy and inconsistency problem. It will save a lot of money. It will save a lot of company money. And lastly, the database system is more stable than the old file system data processing. So it will not cause a lot of crashes or other problem and actually will help to produce a more productive works. Okay, so for more detailed information, you can read the slide given. Okay, so basically, our main objectives of using the proper system, which is a database system instead of file system, are basically to make sure that the company will eliminate data redundancy and accomplish efficiency in data processing and more productive work without wasting any time, energy, or money. Number two, to provide a complete database for the company in order to make sure that it will help to decrease the redundancies of data. Number three, to make sure that the data and other information recorded are protected and prevent them from getting breached by irresponsible people. Number four, to completely get rid of the file system which lacks in so many things and causing a lot of problem to the company. Number five, to prevent from confusion when accessing the data and make it easier for the user to access the data. And lastly, number six, to make the latest modification to the database available immediately and allow for growth in the database system.
Uh, it's me again, AMIR. So now I'm going to show the ERD diagram that we have created. And we have 9 tables that I've mentioned before in my previous talk. I've already talked about all of these tables, and it's data field, primary key, foreign key, and stuff. And this is just the diagram to show the relation the entity, primary key, and foreign key that we have covered in the previous current system description before. And it's just as you can see, like for example this one, one department has many employees, and this right here is the disjoint mechanic and engineer is joined to the employees. I guess that's all that I can talk about because I've already covered this in the next, in the previous talk before. So I guess that's all. Let's continue to the other point. Okay, now I'm in charge of showing the tables that we have created in DB2. So I will slowly go through one by one so you can see what we have created so far. And that's all about the table in DB2. So let's go to the next part where we'll demonstrate our SQL to answer the question that also we have come up with. So without further ado, let's start.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Nama saya Tuan Ahmad Firdaus bintu Muhammad KHAIRUL ANUAR. Hari ini saya akan membentangkan beberapa soalan bagi simple SQL queries dan juga retrieving data from multiply tables. Untuk soalan simple SQL yang pertama ialah list vendor code, department, vendor name, vendor address, and vendor phone number from table vendor for vendor code V0001. Soalan tu suruh listkan vendor code, department, nama vendor, vendor address dan juga vendor phone number untuk vendor code V001. So command dia ialah select vendor code, department name, vendor name, vendor address dan vendor pinam from vendors where vendor code equal V001. Soalan yang kedua ialah list employee number and skill code from table employees skill that have skill code S002. Command select employer number, skill code from employee skills where skill code equal S002. Jadi dapatlah output macam ni. Soalan simple SQL yang ketiga ialah list employee number, department, employee name and job title from table employees. Order the result alphabetically by employee number and by employee name. Command select employee number, department name, employee name, job title from table employees, order by employee number and employee name. Yang kedua ialah soalan untuk retrieving data from multiply tables. Soalan yang pertama ialah list project number, project location, project description, department name and department phone number. Department phone number for project number P001. Command select P.project number, P.project location, P.project description, d.department name, d.department phone number from project P, department D, where p.project number equal to P001. Ni data dia kena ambil daripada dua table. So untuk data yang ada dalam table projects, kita buat p.project number, p.project location, and untuk data dari table department, kita buat d.department p number dan juga d.department name. Dapatlah output macam ni. Soalan yang kedua, for all project location at Putrajaya, list employee number, project location, and project cost. Command, select a.employee number, p.project number, p.project location, p.project cost from assignment A, dari table assignment, projects P, dari table projects, where P project location equal to Putrajaya, and a.employee number equal to 0002. Soalan yang ketiga, which employee that already married, list employee number, department, employee name, merit date, and overtime hour. That have overtime hour for 2 hours. Yang mana employee yang ada overtime hours, employee ada overtime hour sebanyak 2 jam. Sebanyak 2 jam for 2 hours. Command ialah select e.employee number, e.department name, e.employee name, e.merit date, m.ot hour from employees E, mechanic M, where e.merit date is not null, and m.ot hour equal to 2. So apabila buat command macam tu, dapatlah output ni. Itu saja daripada saya. Terima kasih.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I would like to continue the presentation on column function and grouping. Firstly, I would like to introduce myself. My name is MUHAMAD IRFAN bin Muhammad ZULKIFAR, student part 3 in Diploma of Computer Science. I will continue the presentation on column function and grouping. There are many types of column function. For example, sum, average, mean, max, and count. I will go through one by one. Sum function definitely used to calculate the sum of the data in the table. Average is to calculate the average value of the data, same as mean and max, which is used to find the minimum and maximum value. The last one is count. This function is used to determine the number of rows meeting the search condition. Column function and grouping make the user easier to get data in the table. For example, if the user want to get the sum of the value in the table, they just run the command to get the sum value automatically without doing it manually. Here is the first example of query using column function. If you can see the query in the picture, select project which is project number, sum P cost. P cost is the project cost, S sum P cost is the new name for the sum of the project cost. From project, group by project number. Sum P cost is the function to sum the total cost of the project, and it will be grouped by project node, which is project number. As you can see in the table, it will execute total cost for the project number. Sum P cost is a new name for the function sum project cost. Okay, this is the second example, which you can see from the picture. Select department name from employee, group by department name, having count more than 3, order by department name. This will execute the department name which having more than 3 employee. Having count more than 3 in the command, used to count the employee in the department which have more than 3. If you can see from the table, it will execute the department name which have more than 3 employees. Okay, this is the last example. Select count as analyst, department name from employee, where job title like analyst, group by department name. Count as analyst is the function to count employee who is an analyst. This will execute department name which at least having 1 analyst. From the table in the picture, you can see it will execute the department name who have at least 1 analyst in the department. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So, I will continue the presentation. First, I will introduce myself. My name is Muhammad IRSYAD bin ALIAS. So, I will explain to all of you about the subqueries. A subquery is a SQL query nested inside a larger query. A subquery may occur in a select clause, a from clause, a where clause. The subquery can be nested inside a select, insert, update, or delete statement, or inside another subquery. A subquery is usually added within the where clause or another SQL select statement. First, this is the command to list the project number and its description where the cost of the project is higher than the average project cost. And the next one is the command to display employees number, department's name, date of birth, and jobs who are in the department of information technology and have job of mechanic. And here is the last one, is the command to list the employees number and the department they belong to that do not be assigned to any project. That's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, so for the conclusion, in short, as you can see, this project is created and designed to meet the requirements of the system, which are able to meet the objectives and satisfaction of the management, workers, client, and facilities. Therefore, we have developed this database system to give a better work and efficiency in data processing. The new database system will provide a better services for all of the people in the company because the system will actually solve all of the problem faced by the company as a whole. It is basically can reduce time taken to find data, avoid data damage, and it is very great system and user friendly. So during this database project, we have learned about the basic of database system, and this project has given us the opportunity to try our new skills in practice. That's all from our group. Thank you.